The real estate market is undergoing some big changes, and one of the trends emerging, more single women are buying homes than ever before. But it doesn't stop there. New data from the National Association of Realtors is shedding light on a big shift in who's buying homes these days. 90s real estate expert Lane Lyon joins us once again this morning to break it all down. Lane is a realtor and managing broker at Coldwell Banker. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, go girl power, right?
Seriously, right? This is amazing. This is interesting. Higher interest rates and affordability issues have really changed the demographics of the typical home buyer this year.
That's right. When you take a look at the transactions over the past year across the country, you're really seeing two different landscapes. On one hand, you see first-time home buyers who've really struggled this past year. On the other hand, you also have home owners who have a lot of equity in their home, and many of them are turning into cash buyers. Let's take a look at some of the data, starting with first-time home buyers. Now at a 24% market share. You know, this is a historic low, Corey. This is down from 35% of the market last year. Not a surprise. All year we've been talking about, I think we called this segment priced out for a long time, just because of the higher interest rates and the mortgages. We know that a lot of these buyers are on the sidelines. They're coming back though. They're coming back. We know that. So it's just been a little bit more of a struggle for first-time home buyers. The median age of a first-time home buyer this year, 38. That is up from 35.
Wow.
Just taking a little bit longer to save up for that house this year. 25% of first-time home buyers used gift funds, or as I like to say, the bank of mom and dad.
What's a gift fund? Oh, that's
wouldn't that be nice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, mom and dad, for that. We appreciate your help. And first-time home buyers are paying the highest down payments in 30 years. Yes, it's been rough out there, but thank you again. And they are working hard to, create that wealth for the future, which is good. Now, you mentioned women. Let's take a look at some of those numbers right now. Women buyers, single female first-time home buyers, increased their share in the market by 5%, 24% share in the market, beating their male counterparts, which are making up 11%.
Wow.
So, and now this is a trend, Corey, that I've seen in the marketplace in my own practice, 5 to 10 years or so. Really, we're seeing more women who say, I really want financial independence, and this is something that I really want to do to grow future wealth. So this didn't surprise me when I saw that, so we can see that. Another point that I wanted to point out as well, more multi-generational living as well. This grew by 17%. These are family members pooling their money together to make the numbers work.
Well, you can see why when you've got that down payment that's so high.
It's been tricky, but I think it's encouraging to see how people are really making it happen.
Yeah, I want the gift funds.
I'll tell you what, where did those come from?
Where is that? The study also found that a growing number of people are skipping the mortgage altogether.
Right, yes, exactly.
That's
now,
nice.
This is where all of that equity comes into play, right? And the higher home values. And in fact, all cash purchases made up a record 26% of the home purchases across the country this year. So a lot of people paying cash. Now, some of this was creative ways to pay cash, borrowing it from maybe grandma or an aunt that was able to loan you the money with maybe a different way to pay it back. But interestingly enough, 31% of those cash buys were people who said, I think I'm going to cash out my the house that I own and pay cash for another house and have free and clear, no debt, no mortgage. I actually know someone who did this, and it's just a way to figure out how to take advantage of the higher home values and make it work. So I thought that was creative as well.
This was also a really challenging year when it comes to affordability. So what's the consensus going into next year? Any relief for the home buyers?
Right. Taking a look into that crystal ball kind of early right now. Economists are really relying on the builders to come up with more affordable housing. So we'll keep an eye on that for some relief. And I must say, Corey, analysts just over the last week or so are starting to pump the brakes on any of this optimism that we're going to see interest rates trend down. We really are starting to let people know that it's going to stay right where it is for a while. How long we will see rates in the 6% range will just determine inflation. So we'll keep an eye.
Want to hear
I know. I hate to say that, but I don't think the news is bad. I think we're just going to have to kind of stay the course, be creative, talk to your realtor, talk to your mortgage lenders. There are opportunities out there. And I will say, as I wrap up here, we are starting to see the buyers come back just in the last couple of weeks since the election. election, my phone is ringing, buyers are back, open houses are busy, offers are coming in my office on listings that have been sitting for a month. So I think we're starting to see that movement that we've been waiting for.
And you got to remember where we were a year ago with interest rates. So, I mean,
We've come a long way, baby.
a little bit better, let me tell you.
Yes, it's okay.
Yes, Lane, thank you so much.
Have
As
a great
always,
week.
incredible insight.
You got it.